just stand here for a second.
Hello guys, this is Gordon live from Watertown Daily Times. Wanted to welcome you to our first Facebook Live video.
Second,
yes. We're here at the Thompson Park Zoo in here at Watertown, New York, and we wanted to show you the new Lynx kittens here. They were born May 4th, but enough for me, let's show you the Lynx kittens here. Justin, come on through. We apologize, we had some technical issues on our first time showing this, so we thank you for your patience. This is our first time giving this technology a try. As you can see, these are 3 Lynx kittens. They are 3 females, and they will be raised to be educational ambassadors. They're going to teach people about these animals and their behaviors, and serve as a great educational tool. So I'm here with Tyler and Leslie with the zoo. So what kind of things will people learn, or what kind of things will you show with these 3 kittens? How will these kittens be used out?
These kittens will be used in different presentations, probably at schools. For your general zoo guest who has a keen interest in the species, the animal and the keeper will have an established relationship and a connection where we can better make a connection to the guest and to the public, and teaching them about the species, the impact on our ecosystems. And the relationship we just have with nature, and what we should do to be preserving them. The Canada Lynx are a threatened species, and they're protected by the Endangered Species Act. It is illegal to do any kind of hunting or trapping or anything of them in the continental U.S. So it's really important. These guys have a really important job in establishing these connections with the public.
Gotcha. Now, can you tell me about the parents for these 3 kittens here? I understand they have some fun names.
They sure do. The female is Chain Lynx. That's mom. And dad, short is Abe. But his real formal name is Abraham Lynxon.
Oh, fantastic. So, and these 3 kittens that we're seeing here, they're from a litter of 5. So these 3 will serve as educational ambassadors.
Correct.
And then there are 2 males that are going to be staying here at the zoo.
Well, they'll stay here throughout the season.
Okay.
They will not stay here permanently.
Okay.
We don't want to keep mom's sons with her forever. So at the end of the season, we will probably begin looking for other institutions who may be interested in some Canada Lynx for exhibits at their institutions.
Gotcha. What can you tell us about the Canada Lynx? How big do they get to be? They're all very small, very cute now.
Very small and cute now, but they do get bigger. The males typically are a little bit larger than the females. They're a medium-sized cat, ranging anywhere from 25 to about 35 pounds.
Tell me, these. There has been a New York history for these Canada Lynx.
Yeah.
From what I understand, they may not. It may be very rare to find them out in New York State.
It's completely unlikely that you'll see one in the state of New York. These guys have been extirpated, which basically means that they've been hunted or trapped to the point of extinction within our state. There is no sustaining populations here. There was a reintroduction program for Canada Lynx some years ago, and they reintroduced a number of them to the Adirondacks, and within a very short period of time, they were all unfortunately deceased, mostly hit by cars.
Okay. Gotcha. So tell me a little bit about the diet for these animals right now. I understand there's you're kind of building up their diet at this point.
Yeah, so their diet changes a little bit as they grow. They do have a specialized formula that we have to order in for them. And as time goes on, as they get older, as they get bigger, we have to start increasing the protein content of their food. So there's other ingredients that we start adding over a period of time to make sure that they are growing properly. We had the veterinarian here today to do a physical on the 3 girls and a visual on the 2 boys.
What's the verdict from the vet?
They are all doing amazing, and they are doing very well, which makes us happy. and even better, we can share it with the public.
So, Leslie, what's it like knowing that these new Lynx kittens are here, and you're able to show these to the public, and you can kind of help increase awareness of these Canada Lynx?
It's amazing to have this opportunity, and for a community to have this opportunity. I know that there are many communities that do not have a local zoo, and to have this opportunity and to watch these kittens grow throughout the season is going to make our visitors so happy.
Wonderful. Now, I understand these 3 kittens here, they're pretty young, but they're already starting to build, you can see some personality from these 3 cats. What do you from the kittens, what do you see from the Lynx at this point?
Absolutely. They definitely each have their own individual personality already. We don't have formal names for them. We're not going to give them formal names because they're moving to other institutions. That'll be their responsibility. But for now, we have identification markers on them, which is usually just like a little tuft of hair cut a little shorter than the rest. So we have Right, which indicates she has a small tuft of hair that was clipped on the right-hand side, who is very boisterous. She is probably the most vocal out of all the kittens, including her brothers down on exhibit. We also have a little girl that we call Nun, who's not had her hair trimmed at all, who tends to like to throw her paws around. And then we have the one that left, who is she's real meek, she's real mild. She's also the runt of the group, so she's pretty distinguishable in that sense.
Okay. How exciting is it for you? I mean, these kittens need 24/7 care. You're really getting a chance to be with these kittens all day, every day.
From a personnel management standpoint, our keepers have never been given this opportunity to hand raise any animal here on zoo grounds, and they are doing a phenomenal job. They are toughening it out. Someone is here 24/7, 365, up every 2 hours, and they still come in the next morning ready to go, excited. And they are doing what they need to do to make sure that these kittens serve the purpose that the community needs.
Gotcha. How hard will it be to say goodbye to these little cuties here?
I think it's going to be kind of a double-edged sword. It's going to be very sad to see them go because we're here, we get about roughly 2 hours of sleep a night. So we're very dedicated to the little guys, or girls in this case. So we've grown an attachment to them. But it'll be very rewarding. It'll make us very happy when they get to go to their new institutions and really serve their purpose.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I think we're going to close this on up. I just want to thank everybody for joining in on this Facebook Live. We're hopefully going to be doing more of these in the very near future. But until next time, this is the Watertown Daily Times. We'll see you again.